Hey, my name is Madison Irvin. I'm introducing to you Women's Crossover League. Women's Crossover League is a community catalyst to bring young women and families out for the purpose of sharing the gospel and mentoring. Women's Crossover League would take place at New Day Christian Church every Tuesday night at 6:30 p.m. I'm glad to have joining us current college players like Adair Garrison from Wingate University, Blakely Crooks, Hannah Stoll, Brandy Hudson from Lenore Ryan University, Jada Wilkins from Brevard College, and Denisha Hemphill, who attends UNC Charlotte. And the list of our former grads: Ariana Williams from East Carolina University, Annalie Bollinger from Brevard College, Markia Stacy from Lees McCray, and myself from Georgia State University.
Knockdown.
something along those lines and incorporate God into this situation. At some point, I do want more girls to step up and do a devotional to get out of their comfort zone. I am just going to do what I do on my own time with God myself. So today, I'm going to be talking about Matthew chapter 11, verse 28 to 30. It says, "Come to me, all of you who are weary and burdened, and I will give you rest. Take my yoke upon you and learn of me, because I am lowly and humble in heart, and you will find rest for your souls. For my yoke is easy and my burden is light." So to me, in this verse, God is talking about having peace and knowing that He will get you through anything. And sometimes, especially as girls, young ladies, women, we get a little overwhelmed. We deal with a lot of insecurities that we hold deep within ourselves. And when God talks about being weary and burdened, He's talking about all those insecurities, all those doubts. Anytime when you feel like you can't do it on your own. Me personally, when I read devotionals or do my own Bible study, I try to imagine what could relate to me best in a situation like this. So, how many of y'all actually like lifted weights before, or squatted, maxed out on weights, anything like that? Okay. Oh yeah. So say you got to do a bench press max one day, and when you bench press on your max, you kind of start low, you get high with your weights. So imagine yourself benching. Okay, you got 2 files on each side, and it's light. You can get like 10 of them. You put another weight on there, you probably get like 6. And then you put another weight on there, you might need a little help. All right, you get some big weights, like 25 pounds, I don't know how much y'all lift on bench, I don't go that high. But me personally, God is your spotter. So when you feel like you can't go no more, when you feel like you wake up one morning, you're like, man, my boyfriend just broke on me, and I feel really down about it, we've been together for 2 years, and I don't know how I can get through my day. That's your weight. And God is basically saying to us that we need to allow Him to spot us, to get us through our day. The next part of the verse says, take God's yoke, and His yoke is His word, His truth, whatever that means to you, and learn of it. And one thing about learning that I've came to realize is it's constant. You're never going to get to know God the first time you read about it in the Bible. You're never going to get to know Him in a year. There are some people that spend a whole year on one verse. Me personally, my year verse is Psalms 32:7, which says, God is my hiding place. That's someone I talk to when I'm at my lowest. That's the only person I can trust, the only person I feel like can be my father. So, and another thing about learning is you're going to miss the mark. When you're learning something, you're not ever, like I said, you're not ever going to get it. And one thing about God is that He's very merciful, He's very forgiving, He's very kind. All He wants us to do is keep trying. So you say, okay, you might have cussed someone out today. You might have did something that's not God-like, and God knows you're going to mess up. But He's asking us to keep going, to keep trying. Even today, I haven't played basketball in a year and a half. So I know a lot of you girls can speak today, but essentially, it's about never giving up, never stop trying. I didn't know how many girls was going to come out today, but I was willing to put my neck out there and see how many will be committed to this. So every day you get those burdens, those weights lifted on you, and one day you can't do it, and you have to go way out of character. Just keep trying. The next day, wake up. God, I need your help with this today. Like, I can't even do it today. And keep trying. The last thing is about condemnation and conviction. And this is kind of important because condemnation is a form of guilt. So when we mess up, a lot of times us girls, I know I do it. We feel like we're the worst people on this planet. When we cut somebody out, we play with our teammates and we disrespecting them, you can't get in that form of guilt, condemnation, because that just puts you down more. It sets you where the devil kind of is. He wants you to feel like that. Right? Instead of doing that, convict yourself. Talk to yourself in love. One of my biggest insecurities is my acne. Straight up, like, my acne is one of my biggest insecurities. If someone points it out, I get really insecure. But for me, I personally have to talk love into myself and know that it's gonna come a time. What's on my face doesn't really matter. So lastly, at the end, God says, "For my yoke is easy and my burden is light." In another verse, when you do a Bible study, I encourage y'all to read different verses because it's going to help. This one's from the easy verse, so it's really like. So it says, "I will not tell you to do things that are too difficult. I will not tell you to carry anything that is too heavy for you." So God has already told us we have limits. So don't try to do it anymore. Sometimes it's easier to just let it go. Pray about it. Try your best to let it go. Don't give up on it because it's going to get harder day by day. But God is telling us we have those limits. So be willing to give your burdens, your weight to God every day. So that's our devotional.